Hey everyone, Dragon here, and today I'm going to be doing run number 10 of my hardcore Valheim speedrun series. But before that, I want to show you guys this really cool village that I found. I call it my seaside village. It's a little Draugr town that I took for my own. And I made a little port with a portal, and then I made a bridge. I left some of the Draugrs there, so it's not entirely safe, but I love the location. It's right next to another Draugr village, and plains, and black forest. But alas, I have a lot to show you guys, and little time, because I don't want this video to go long like my other one did. So the first thing I want to show you guys are my 5 failed attempts. I remember telling y'all that if I died a stupid death, I would still have to show you guys. So here we are. First up was my first run, and I fought Eikthyr and lost. I can't recall if I was actually in line to get a record here. What I do know is that I was being impatient and cocky, and so I got put in the ground. Honestly, I could probably dodge most of his stuff and just let my health regen, but I didn't, so I died. Moving on to number 2, I made it to Bone Mass. This was a pretty decent run. I had actually found Bone Mass in my first swamp. I didn't find any of the markers for him, but I ran into the altar and I was like, serious? I don't know if any of y'all are Futurama fans out there, but I just got brain slugged. And this is what happens when you block with 0 stamina. You just take all the damage. Death number 3 is really exciting. Like, what's gonna kill me? Am I gonna get tendrilled? Am I gonna get rooted? Am I gonna get dwarfed? I'm fighting in rags and a crude bow. What's gonna kill me? And actually, this is a tricky death. I got hit by the shaman, and he poisoned me, and then I got hit by the root, which dropped me to 9 health, which was lower than the amount I would need to survive the poison. I started to realize that as I ran away, but I couldn't do anything about it. Moving on to fail number 4, we had me running through the forest. I found one of my first tombs. I got shot a couple times, so I went in to mark it. And then I left, and as I was leaving, I call this the skeleton shish kebab. They skewered me. Last but not least, we have fail number 5. I learned a thing or two about parrying with a club with the Grey Dwarf Brute. His damage range is fairly large. I parried 2 attacks. The second one I still took damage and died. I think we need to see that again, because I love the ragdoll here. It looks like I smacked my head right into this brick, right in the corner. Anyway, now that you guys have seen my 5 failed attempts, now let me show you the actual run number 10. We started out by chasing a 1-star deer into the water. If you suck at sneak, like I do, then sometimes the water is your best friend. The next thing I did was found myself a beehive house. I actually found quite a few bees in this seed, but I do recommend using these houses to craft yourself some stuff while you're there. You can easily tear apart half of the house and still have enough left to get yourself a rested buff from a campfire outside. Once I had my bow, I was slaying deer like that old arcade game, Big Game Hunter. Bam bam. That easily allowed me to get my 2 deer heads, and then I just went to the altar. Time to go kill Eikthyr. No dilly-dally. Right here at the start of the battle I almost made a mistake. Not that it really would have mattered against Eikthyr, but if you go into water about waist deep, you get wet, and if you're wet, your stamina regens slower, so it would have been a mistake. The bow and arrow does insane amounts of damage to the deer, so this isn't really a fair fight. With that said, I'm pretty much going to skip through it. I like to play Eiktyr's altar here, because you can shoot over it the entire time and just murder him. I feel like anytime I play long enough to get a bow, it's already past like 15 minutes when I kill Eikthyr. Sorry if that was misleading. Eikthyr was not in record time, guys. It took me a little while, and I found more pigs than I found deer that were not looking my way. So, you know how that goes. With Eikthyr slain, I do what I always do, and I head to find some black forest and hopefully a marker with the Elder's location, because I don't know where to set up yet. It wasn't too long before I lucked out and I found a tower with the Elder's location on it. So, hell yeah. The Elder was pretty far away though, and I wasn't sure if this continent went that far, so that is definitely the next mission, is just see if I can make it there. In the meantime, I found myself a little village, and I built a level 2 workstation. That way I was able to upgrade my bow, because I need a level 2 bow to take out the Elder. Level 2 bow and a repair station maybe, so I'm thinking. Because I wasn't sure if the Elder was on my island, I marked a bunch of stuff along the way, like possible homes and stuff. I also took advantage of my level 2 bow and killed me some trolls. Love wearing the skin of my enemies. It's very economical. But alas, I made it as far north as I could. I found a little patch of swamp that wasn't even big enough to have a tomb in it, and that was as far north as this island went, so I built me a raft and started sailing to the Elder. Upon arriving on my new continent, I set out to kill the Grey Dwarves and everything they stood for, so I went and got me some seeds from their nest. I stumbled upon a Draugr village, which was pretty cool. I liked its location in the meadows. They always have such cool villages. And then I found myself a troll. Killed me some trolls, got me some more troll leather, some more gold. Building a small fortune, secretly. I'm gonna hide it in a hole somewhere. I thought this solo little cabin in the meadows right next to the swamp was pretty neat. I almost thought it could be a base, but then I also thought it was too close to the swamp, and things might wander up that we don't want. So I decided to pass it up. I wandered a ways past the Elder. I was exploring. I kind of followed the swamp line around, trying to pick a really good location for my build. But having found plains on the edge of the continent, next to swamp with black forest and meadows, I pretty much knew where I had to build at this point. Now it's just about getting those seeds so I can go kill the Elder and move on to the next thing. By the time I made it to the Elder's location, it was nighttime, so I decided to do a crypt along the way. Didn't figure it really mattered too much. I was still going to beat my record pretty good. The crypt had given me 8 Surtling cores, which is pretty pivotal for my smelter or my kiln. Once I had rested buff, I started my elder fight. I have 1 armor class and a level 2 crude wood bow. I started this fight at night because I give no fucks. Not really though, I just got impatient. And it turns daytime pretty soon. My general strategy is the one that I picked up recently with just mid-ranging him with a bow. It allows you to easily avoid his stomp and you don't get tendrilled. The only thing you really have to worry about are the roots and any ads that join the battle, like the stupid shaman that needs to die. You guys probably didn't see it because the video's going so fast, but I got stomped when that shaman appeared. And then just a little bit of bad positioning, and I just got whacked by a root and almost tendrilled. Yeah, things just went south for me all of a sudden. I also noticed that a piece of my roof over my crafting station is now broken, and so that might affect my ability to craft and repair my bow. And so now I'm even more worried, sitting in like no health, because I know I need to repair my bow eventually. At least with some good positioning and the rested buff, I was able to heal up, and it turned daytime as well. With everything working in my favor, I didn't actually get hit for a while, so I'm just gonna skip ahead in the battle. I'd used up all of my fire arrows already, and now I'm on my flint head, or my normal arrows, I'm not too sure at this point. The elder almost dead, my bow is almost broken, and I wait for a good opportunity. I see him do a roar, and then I see him summon roots, and I just take that opportunity to go repair. This put me in a really awkward spot though, because now I'm not mid-ranging, and he's using tendrils, which changes the whole battle on me. So I had to work my way back into that mid-range, get this battle back under control. I wasn't looking to lose this battle with the elder under 25%. I just took this battle into my hands and led him around. Kept him at that mid-range, never to let him go. There we go, guys. It's a new record for the elder, at least for me. It's 1 hour and 34 minutes. You could probably do it at less, especially if you're just rocking a crude bow level 2 and rags. I'm sure you could do it a lot less than this. But with the elder slain, I drop his head near the fire and I take the swamp key. And I go and scout a place to set up. I'm still not sure exactly where I want to set up, but I have a pretty good idea, and I run into a troll that I have to kill. Having re-explored the area again, I chose a location right next to the swamp, just far enough away where I didn't think it was going to cause an issue. The trolls didn't seem to like me building there, but they didn't seem to care much once they were dead. Beehives are so cool. They're so cute. They're like little tiki houses for bees. Having set up my initial base, I mined myself a little bit of copper, made myself a kiln, and then I had to go back and find me a dungeon so I could make myself a forge. There happen to be a lot of dungeons in this Black Forest, so I had a lot to choose from, but this happened to have a few little gems of awesomeness, like this. This is what a good loot room looks like, as compared to like 1 turtling core and some gold. This tomb was really good. I got 9 turtling cores out of it, and that's really all I needed for what I wanted. Before heading back, I went and stopped at this little lake to my south, and picked up some tin. That way I could start working on my bronze. I went and tried to get some stuff from the meadows at night, and I was able to spot myself a goblin camp in the plains. I can only hope that they have a marker to where Yagaloth is, or at least a fueling totem for a sacrifice item. Right when I'm going to leave, Odin shows up to scare me away from the plane. With my base well established, I'm finally able to make me some troll leather gear. Need me that troll leather gear. My rags just weren't cutting it anymore. One armor class. It just hurts. So it's day 6, and I have a pretty decent armor class now. My base is established. I make myself a smelter, and I start the process of making bronze. This shit takes forever, so it's best to start early. I was out chopping wood for my kiln, and I encountered my first blob. Shit tried to kill me, but I was able to easily overcome it with my level 2 crude bow. And then I went and made my forge from my smelted copper. Once I had my forge, I got a little cocky and started thinking about what if I could skip most of bronze and just go to iron? What if? I mean, I'm basically there. I have the swamp key. If there's a crypt down here, I could just get some iron and start making iron gear. I found some gut that I'm going to use for a Draugr Fang. But searching that entire section of swamp, what I did not find was a single crypt, and I did not realize that the ocean was that close on the other side because it looked like a thick swamp from the forest. So I return home for the night, and I don't really get too much time to rest before the ground starts shaking under my feet. Trolls chase me around for a while. It takes a while to kill some. And I didn't realize if you're not in the event circle, it really doesn't matter if you kill them or not. You are supposed to be in the event circle. So I kill both of those trolls that were chasing me, and I return home to find 2 more trolls spawn and chase me. So yeah, that's fun. It turns out though that once the event ends, you don't have to keep fighting them. They will just leave unless you keep attacking. My mining attracted a spooky spook from the swamp. I underestimated him, and he should have killed me. But apparently your shield being on your back blocks damage from behind. And that's the only reason I lived. That's the only thing I can think of, because I had no stamina. And he obviously could hit me for like 36 damage. Having beaten the strongest monster in the swamp, arguably, possibly, 2-star Draugr Elite's kind of scary too, or an ooze, whatever. Anyway, I head back into the swamp and I try and find a crypt up to the north. And lo and behold, I found one. Here it is. First set of monsters inside the door almost kill me. This blob poisoned me for 20 seconds, and it was ticking at 3.5 a second. So yeah, that shit hurt. In fact, it almost killed me. And after a couple hard rooms, I had enough iron to take back and start smelting it. While the iron was smelting, I got my fermenter up and running, and I finished mining out the copper deposit that was right behind my house. So yeah, progress. Once the poison resist mead was done, I went back down to the tomb and I started mining out more iron. Every room was a challenge, but at least with the poison resist mead I wasn't afraid of blobs anymore. Then I found the bone mass location, which is pretty awesome for my first crypt. He did seem to be pretty far away though. He was on another continent, for sure. It got me questioning my location for my base. I didn't build on the waterfront, which is a big rule of mine, to always build on the waterfront. So I started thinking about the alternative of maybe setting up portals, like more portals than I normally do. This way I could always be on a waterfront somewhere, or, just around the world, whatever's the closest distance to the next boss. But, I don't know. Anyway, I had to traverse this river I didn't like. And then I went down, and I sailed all the way to Bone Mass. It was a pretty smooth sail. I scouted this really cool little island on the outskirts of the swamp, and it just sparked creativity in me, and I wanted to go make that into a beautiful portal hill. But first, if you want a hill, you must fight for the hill. Is the king of the hill Brawl? Winner take hill. Having slain the outlandish horde that attacked me, I decided that I wanted to make a dock all the way across into the swamp from here. I really don't know what I was thinking. I got really tired after playing for a long time, and yeah, I just got a little creative and just wanted to make something cool. It wasn't as cool as I could have made it had I not realized that I'm still on a timer, especially when day 14 pops up on my screen. But yeah, it was pretty neat. The one crypt in my swamp didn't give me enough bones to summon Bone Mass, so I had to go into one of the crypts in Bone Mass's swamp. He actually had a lot of them. But as soon as I was done with that, I just had to wait for morning so that I could go fight Bone Mass. I'm fighting Bone Mass with 33 armor class, a level 4 wooden club, a level 3 wooden tower shield, level 2 trollhide armor and leggings, level 1 deerhide cloak, and level 2 iron helmet. Yeah, so let's go. The wooden club isn't as effective against the blobs as I wish it was. You really need like an iron mace or something to get them before they splooge their ooze all over the place, poison you. Despite the club having like half the damage of the iron mace, it is doing pretty good. I'm gonna skip ahead though, because this is a long fight with a club that does half the damage of the one that you generally use to kill him. Eventually I did need to repair my club. It was just like the crude bow for the Elder. Like, you can almost do it, but your durability will run out like right at the end. The only difference is this time I didn't make the repair station ahead of time, so now I'm trying to do it on the fly with all the chaos. I didn't want to miss any damage on bone mass that I could do here, so I didn't try and fix my creation just yet. Once he spewed out some poison, I had a moment to try and fix the roof. I couldn't figure it out right away, so I just decided to destroy the roof and build a new one. And at this, I get impatient, and I go and repair. Because, fuck this guy. Having completed the struggle of repairing, the battle was pretty much all downhill from here. Pretty smooth sailing. I just fucking wrecked this guy. I was so fed up with this battle, I even stood in his poison breath. I wasn't about to let those monsters that he just spawned come over and kill me though, while I couldn't see anything. Because that's the reality of the situation here. No easy victory in Valheim. With bone mass slain, I head across my little bridge/dock, and I go and take myself a rest. Part 2 is coming up next. Stay tuned for it. We're going to search for Motor, search for Yagluth. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my other videos.